All right, hello, welcome back to Afternoon Drive here on Joppa Radio. My name is Drew Moholland. Hope you're all having a good week. Sorry we missed you Tuesday. That was unfortunate. The snow has arrived. We decided to scrap the show because it was going to be hard for, well, not only me to get here, but my guest to get here, and I'm not even sure who we had at the station. I bet Tyler was here, because Tyler's always here working very hard, and you should see this guy hustle to get the show ready. He was just running around here as I was running a little behind today, and gets us ready just on time. He makes it look easy, my friend. Where's Tyler? You jump on in. Come say hi. There, just his hand. All right. We'll see if we can squeeze him on later here. We do have a band on the show today, which I'm very excited about. I will talk to you about that in just 1 second. They've traveled a long way to get here, too. So we're excited about that. Little Thursday music show. Only show of the week. So it feels like a little bit of a light workload for me today. But anyways, we appreciate the support. We're getting towards the holidays, so some of these schedule things will happen, I guess. We'll let you know the whole holiday schedule as we get a little bit closer. I do know all the snow is out here now. That's why the show was canceled the other day. That's why I snuck home to go take the dogs out, which is part of my routine before this show. And let me tell you, my dogs love the snow. I don't know about yours, but they were running around like crazy. They did not want to come in. They apparently did not realize that I have this radio show to do, and they were not happy coming in. They wanted to play, and they wanted to roll around in the snow a little bit more. And well, I had to put an end to that, so I'll have to make that up to them at a later date. What else do we have going on in the world? The MBTA has been kind of a disaster this week. Again, I feel like I say this a lot. For those of you who have to rely on that thing to get to work, especially when it gets to wintertime, oldest transit system in the country, I feel bad for you. Keep your patience, please. I do know those people work hard. I talked to a lot of the, the commuter rail spokesmen there and the T spokesmen, and they're always, they have to do their job and protect their company anyway. But they generally, they'll tell you stuff off the record too. That's just, this was the real deal, and just we're working with this. And long story short, they do work hard. So I know it's frustrating sometimes trying to get to work, and you have a train that's 30 minutes late or 40 minutes late. I was reading some horrible tweets today about, who knows if they're true or not, but, somebody's saying, I missed a job interview, yada, 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 because the T didn't pick me up. That's unfortunate. Hopefully that's just not true, but it probably is. So that stuff is unfortunate, but that's what you get for living in a city like this, and a lot of benefits to living around Boston, but a lot of negatives as well. Did you see the Peloton ad there? The controversy with that thing. So the deal is Grace from Boston, I think her name is. Grace from Boston gets the Peloton thing, the bike, the exercise bike with the whole camera TV thing, and you can, kind of climb a mountain. And here, Tyler, I'm going to let you get this. That's our guest there. I just want to make sure they find their way in. But the they fight the Peloton thing. Long story short, they thought it was sexist to give your wife the bike, and it was this whole uproar. And Peloton said they stand by the ad. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe some of you got the Peloton for the Christmas this year or last year. I don't know. It actually seems like a very nice gift to me. I don't know. I think my wife would enjoy it, but I don't know. I'd probably ask her first now after that whole controversy. So, but that was a little bit crazy. Bruins in action tonight. Happy holidays, by the way. I think we can start saying that. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. I've seen you since then, but it's for those of you that you're just tuning back in for the first time. Happy holidays. Safe to say that. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. All that good stuff. It's all coming up. Very exciting. Bruins, Celtics, Patriots, all rolling. Just absolutely rolling right now. I am actually going into the Bruins game tonight. Excited about that. Haven't been to a game in a little while, so I'm excited about going to see the boys tonight. They just keep winning and winning and winning. Nice little matchup tonight with the Blackhawks. So that's what's going on in the sports world. Celtics won again last night. Patriots Sunday. Big game versus the Chiefs. Very exciting rematch of last year's AFC East Championship. So I got my band coming on here. They just walked in. I'm going to introduce them. Well, I'll tell you who they are. They're the Riverside Brothers. They're in the house. I'm going to take a quick commercial. We'll get them all set up. We'll bring them in and some music for you in just a moment here on Afternoon Drive. My name is Drew Moholland. Keep it right back here. Bring it right back here. We'll have live music for you. Going to be a good show ahead. Be right back. All right. Hello. Welcome back to Afternoon Drive here on Joppa Radio. My name is Drew Moholland. Tyler Neufeld, Lily Dissette, producing the radio and TV side today. Hello to everybody streaming at home and, of course, our loyal radio listeners. It is a Thursday in Newburyport. It's kind of nice out. Snow on the ground, sun peeking through. Not a terrible day here for this time of year. And we have a nice little music show on tap for you. Some guys that I'm just meeting for the first time. Very excited about this. We have the Riverside Brothers. How you doing, guys?
pretty good.
Right.
So the Riverside Brothers are Ed Moran. Why don't you wave here, Ed? We'll get you on the TV, too. There's Ed, Seth Fleischman, and Stan Perzanowski. I got it? All right, not bad. And these guys are the Riverside Brothers. I went to Riverside School for like a little bit, too. I should be able to get that right. You guys are from Western Mass. Long trip out here.
Yeah.
How about that? How was the ride, first of all? You want to take that first, Stan? You guys do all right getting
Yeah, it was pretty smooth. There wasn't much traffic. The roads were pretty clean.
Roads were clean? That's good. Yeah, you get some snow on the ground here. It's battle, too. How was it? How much snow did you get out in, was it Pittsfield you guys coming in from?
Yeah, Pittsfield. We got, I would say close to 10 inches to a foot anyway, right? Or maybe.
I don't know. I live right outside of Pittsfield. We got 22.
22?
Yeah.
My goodness. So you guys are full-fledged winter here. My goodness.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, hey, that's what you get for living in this neck of the woods, right? It's New England weather for you. Where does the Riverside Brothers name come from, boys? Are you guys actually brothers?
Nope.
No, just great friends. We
Do me a favor, Ed, just you're in the back. Make sure you just grab that mic close to you.
Stan and I went to high school together, and he moved away to New York City for a while. And when he came back, he had all these songs and albums he had already been working on, and we decided to put together a group. And the Riverside Brothers basically came from inspiration from just the local nature in the Berkshires, and was also the name of a establishment in town, which
Seth is smiling a little bit on that one. You guys spent some time at this establishment, I take it, huh?
No, I don't think it was a place you went to unless you knew someone there.
Okay.
But it's since shut down. But
so you deny it if anybody ever asked.
Yeah.
Stan, a lot of good. I always say I haven't been out to the Berkshires too much. A couple times right after I got married, I remember. But I always remember thinking to myself, this would be like a good place if you're. I always pictured like James Taylor writing a song or something up there. Good place to write music, I would think.
Yeah, he did write about that. He lives up there, and
yeah.
he was written about the Berkshires a couple times.
Yeah,
Come on his old tunes there.
Yeah, it's a great, nice little peaceful spot. You do that? Have you written some songs
About the Berkshires?
in the Berkshires? You just how about
In the Berkshires,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, Ed forgot to mention the three of us were in a band in the early 90s.
Oh,
And we collaborated together back then. So we were writing together before I left for New York.
oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys, so when did you guys officially become the Riverside Brothers? Give us a quick little history. I mean, you all have some history together, but that band name comes together
It happened in summer of 2016.
summer in 20. All right, so still a relatively new. Is it always the trio?
it was just the duo until Seth moved back to the Berkshires a year later,
Okay.
and he just started playing with us, and he
I just kind of started showing up.
You guys kept showing up?
Seriously, I showed up to the gigs, and then I just started sitting in.
he became a brother.
It became a Riverside brother. Very good. Well, I know you guys got a show tonight. We should actually promote that too. For those of you listening, you can see these guys at the Port Brewery tonight. You guys going on at 5 o'clock, I hear?
Yes.
So 5 to 8. So I know it's a place a lot of people hop in, maybe after work. Go grab a beer over there, have fun. That's a great room to play there. Hope you guys have a good show. Why don't we let the people hear you a little bit? You guys want to take one away here?
Sure.
Let's split the mics up. If you guys want to bring that one over, I'll send this one and take it away. What are we going to hear first?
Scatter.
Yeah, this is a tune from the album, our album called Nevaeh, and it's called Everybody's Scattered.
Lily, show that on the album there. I just want to get that cover. There we go. Who did the artwork?
Our friend Becky Jopru took that. It was Sunrise and Winter of, I think it was 2016.
That's her maiden name, Jopru. Becky Grimsley.
Nice job, Becky. All right, very good. Take it away, guys.
Ollie, 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 all come free. Shake them apples down from the tree. I see you, but you don't see me. You gotta count until 93. There's a special secret place we can go. Way up high where nobody knows.
Riverside Brothers. How about that? That'll wake you up. Very nice, boys. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
Eddie, great voice back there. Very powerful. Might be the one of the more powerful voices we've had in this room. We do a lot of music shows in here. This is good. You guys like the room, first of all?
It's great. It's great.
Yeah, people tend to like the acoustics in here. We like that. So when did we write that one? Was that you, Stan? Or?
That was an idea I had kicking around for a lot of years. I actually had written lyrics to it and stuff, and they were never working. And so when I got back up, I just handed it off to Ed, and he wrote all those lyrics.
Ah, there you go.
Stan said one day, we should make an album. This could be on the album, and I was like, and we just started. The songs just started coming out. So
cool. That's a fun one. So who are the influences, boys? It's a tough one, I know.
Oh God.
You guys all have different ones? Is it kind of a melting pot of
mixture?
The real common one with all three of us is Jimi Hendrix.
Okay.
We were listening to him on the way up.
We're
fanatics.
You guys, how often do you guys make the? Is this a long ride for you? I can imagine on a Thursday coming 2.5 hours for a show is. But do you guys like to drive and road tripping?
We do. We pretty much make that a point of going as many places as we can.
Yeah.
And, we were just in New York City at Otto's Shrunken Head a couple months ago.
Nice.
We got to went down and played in the subway and Central Park, and just made a day out of it.
No kidding.
And the next song, if we can do another song,
yeah, man, we're gonna do a few of them.
Actually inspired by somebody I met years ago in the Finger Lakes, because I spent a lot of time out there, and we actually every Memorial Day, if not more, Memorial Day weekend, we're going back there to play out there in the Finger Lakes again.
Cool.
So
real quick, I just want to follow up. I can't let that go without you guys actually went down into the subways and played.
Yeah.
How I always, there are some talented as can be musicians. I've seen some really talented guys down there.
Yeah.
What is that like? That experience?
That was just a ton of fun.
Was
it was a little tough the day we were doing it because the trains just kept coming from both directions, so we'd get halfway through a song and then have to stop.
Yeah, one of the train lines was rerouted. It was on the F line. If anybody's familiar with the subway system in New York, on weekends sometimes the E lines they run the same. They run this two different trains over the same line.
Right.
To when they're doing construction or something. So then your traffic is just going to be tenfold as to what you're used to. So we'd get starting a song and we'd have to stop. So that's when we went up into the park and played, and it was a much easier to get through a tune.
I can imagine. That's a fun day for you three. Huh?
Oh, it was a blast.
Yeah, it was a blast.
Am I correct? You're not supposed to those spots in the subway to play are kind of coveted. You don't want to be like moving in on somebody's territory. Did you have to reserve a spot in the subway or?
No, I did it for when I lived down there. I did it for years.
You did, okay.
There would be some turf war.
Okay.
And you would get chased out by police from time to time, even though it's technically legal. But
you were the veteran in the group. You'd been through this before.
Yeah, and I felt a little bad because I was like, oh, I know what I'm doing, and we went to this spot, and it was kind of we couldn't really play, but it's been a while.
That's fun though. What a cool story. I'm glad you guys told that. Again, this is the Riverside Brothers. We got Seth Fleischman, Ed Moran, Stan Przanowski. You guys want to take it away here and do another one? Put the music.
Yeah, this is a new one we wrote called New York Girl. So it's going out to all the New York ladies.
There you go. Dedication. Here. Slap that one again.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You say you'll be gone
Nicely done, boys. Very exciting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good tune there. All right, so who was that one about? No, just kidding. Not one person, right? A lot of stories. Very good. So, New York, obviously a big influence. We got Jimi Hendrix, a big influence. Here's the question I like to ask. Besides influences, I need to know your best and worst shows you've ever played. I want the horror stories, too. I want the bad crowd. I want the...
I can tell you the first one I ever
Seth's
did
taking it. Here, grab the
right
mic,
off
Seth.
the
You
bat.
can't break that thing. Just grab it.
Right off the bat, I lived out here for a long time, and I was playing at Copperfields in Boston.
I know that place.
Oh yeah, and yeah, it's an interesting place. They had a DJ going. I was just about to start. Somebody came up to me and said, "Can you guys not play and leave the DJ going?" And I answered with absolutely. What else are you gonna do at that point?
Man.
That was bad. Yeah.
How early into the set was that?
I think it was after the first break.
Too early, huh?
They weren't wrong.
Who wants a... Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
The younger days?
Yeah, you know.
Oh, well.
But yeah, that was an interesting one.
All right, best show. What's the best show you ever played?
That one I have a harder time with because there's been a lot of them.
Yeah. How
The
about
three of us did one over the summer out in Beckett, Mass. Like
Beckett? Where is Beckett?
it's east of Pitt.
Hilltown.
It's a hill
Hilltown,
town. It's kind of the middle of nowhere. But we got to do all of our own stuff, and it just kind of we were on that night. It just kind of flowed, and
All right.
that's the one that's standing out right now.
Good crowd?
Oh yeah.
All right, so there's a hint to all the local musicians.
It's a place called the Dreamaway Lodge, and it's like looks like an old lodge, or maybe your great aunt's house. There's little bungalows in the back you can stay in, but it's all original music. A lot of like touring people that come through the area will like seek that out to play. It's like
Cool.
really fun. It's
Who
like,
knew?
It's in the living room of this place, so you have people on old-fashioned ottomans, and just everyone's hanging out.
Nice.
And it's got a legendary story of Bob Dylan and
Grab that for me, Stan. Just I don't want to miss it.
Bob Dylan and Arlo Guthrie when they were on the Rolling Thunder Review tour back in the mid '70s. So Arlo Guthrie lives in the Berkshires. Well, sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, and he brought. I guess he wanted to show all the people on that tour, like, you know, you got to check this place out.
Yeah.
And it's kind of legendary. They had some big night. There's video of it. And all that.
There's Joan Baez. There's pictures on the wall of
Oh, cool.
Dylan and Arlo and Joan Baez hanging out.
Yeah,
Great.
if you're ever in the Berkshires, check it out.
Oh, cool. I did the Big Pink house, the little whip through in Woodstock,
yeah.
New York, there
Yeah.
recently, and ended up in Levon Helm's barn. You guys ever done that?
No.
Never made it there.
You know,
No.
it's, we got kind of lucky and just kind of stepped in. They had a little some of the guys that toured with Dylan and toured with the band. They were doing a show that night, and we got lucky and got in. It's a cool little place too. A lot of cool places up heading west. You guys don't come here often, or Newburyport? I know we talked about you hadn't played this venue, but have you played Newburyport or surrounding towns or anything, or kind of a new venture?
I did. It's been years. I used to live in Lowell. And
Oh,
I
okay.
would play.
Lots of leg about Lowell.
Yeah, Lowell was interesting too, in a good way. I mean, God, it's almost 20 years ago that I moved out of there, but used to play there weekly.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the place, but
A lot of changes. It might not be there anymore.
yeah, I should actually take a ride through on the way home. But not much gigging on the North Shore. I used to do mostly this Boston and South.
Yeah.
Was where I played a lot.
How about you guys? You guys any experience in this neck of the woods, or kind of a new journey for you?
Some. I
Some,
can't
yeah.
remember. offhand.
We did a couple private engagements in Medford.
Medford, all right. That's not too far. There you go. You're about 20 minutes away from there. Well, very good. You guys will enjoy your stay. This is a good little music city here in Newburyport, and they usually show some good respect for the artists. So I think you'll enjoy your show here later on tonight. Maybe they'll have you back here, and we'll have you back on here again soon sometime. You guys want to play another one here?
Sure.
You guys are cooking pretty good here. We'll make sure we keep rolling. Are all these off the new album here, guys? I'm going to catch up.
The first one is on the album, and the second one is yet to be recorded.
How about as far as getting your music? Where can people go?
Well, we've got a website, riversidebrothers.com.
Okay.
We're also on Facebook. I think it's Riverside Brothers Band, but if you type it in, we come right up.
That's how I find you. It's
We're on CD Baby and all the downloads.
CD
We're
Baby,
on
okay.
Spotify.
Spotify. Okay.
And if you want an old-fashioned CD, you got to go to CD Baby, or you can get in touch with us. We'd be glad to mail you one if you're into that. Collecting the old the physical copies.
Probably a loaded question. How does the local artist feel about Spotify? I get mixed answers on this all the time. Am I getting mixed answers in this room?
It's neither here nor there because I don't see anything. It's nice to be able to say that because everybody's using that as their music source. So it's nice to be able to say you're on there.
Yep.
So as far as that goes, it's fine. But as far as money goes,
I miss walking to the record store, getting an album, pulling it out, see who's playing on it, reading the lyrics, just the album as a whole, like work of art kind of thing, which is kind of cliche, but
yeah, I do too.
That's the whole reason why I got into music.
And they're coming back though. Have you noticed this? Records are coming back. Yeah. There's an old school store right over here, Dino Records. If you had more time, I know you guys got a lot going on today, but you would like the Dino Record Store right downtown. Old school little.
People are starting to actually even release their albums on cassette again for that nostalgic thing. I heard.
Yeah.
So it's
see all the high school interns we got back there have no idea what you're talking about when you say cassette.
then we won't mention 8-track.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Never mind a Walkman. All right, boys, take it away. What do we got?
It's Moving in the Wrong Direction. It's one of the songs on the CD.
It's the fourth one from the bottom here. Again, this is the Riverside Brothers on Joppa Afternoon Drive. Take it away, boys. The Riverside Brothers. Very nice, boys. A little three-part harmony. Beautiful. Well done.
Thanks a lot, man.
How much work did that take to you guys play enough that you don't even need to rehearse anymore? Or is this that's not easy to do right there?
I don't know that I'd say that. I was trying to think of a way to
diplomatically answer that one. Yeah.
No, we definitely still practice.
Yeah.
Because we had played together so much on and off over the years, we kind of fell back into our natural grooves pretty easily.
Yeah.
But yeah, we still need to work at it.
We had to practice on the way down. We actually started writing a new song. So,
is that right?
Yeah.
How'd it come out? You finish it?
Still in the works.
Still in the works. How long does the song take to write? 3 days, 3 years?
Sometimes it comes. These guys will come up with an idea, or I'll come up with an idea, and we have the basis of it in like 10, 15 minutes. But
Yeah.
other times, if, you know, I find if you try to force it, it doesn't feel as good. So
Put it on the shelf for a while, maybe.
Oh God, I've got things that I wrote 20-something years ago that haven't had anything done with them.
You got Lowell songs on the shelf, huh?
Oh God.
So you guys are a real a trio with everybody having like a piece of it too. It's not a lot of bands. You know, you have one songwriter, maybe one singer, one guy's kind of there taking leads. It seems like you guys all have your hands on all these songs, though. They're kind of all your own little babies in your own way.
Yeah, we collaborate very well together.
Yeah.
And it's really over well over 25 years now, on and off, that we've been working together. So
Yeah.
we have some songs that we still perform that are that old from our early days. So
25 years. You can't you can't teach that kind of experience together and the kind of chemistry. Do you see some of the young bands out there and you're just like, doing it wrong?
no comment.
I'm going to take that definitely as a yes, is what I'm going to say.
As long as you like what you're doing and you're putting in the work, you're cool with
You're the diplomatic answer guy.
No,
so, yeah, that's
seriously.
what-
I may not like what they're doing, but
Yeah.
if you're putting in the work, you're cool with me.
Very good. Again, this is the Riverside Brothers on Joppa Afternoon Drive. You can see them at the Port Brewery in just a couple hours, 5 o'clock today. For those of you coming home from work, go check it out and get their music online. You can go to the Riverside Brothers Facebook page and all that good stuff. This is the new album right here. Very beautiful. Good job, Becky, again. Giving her a shout out today. I always say, guys, this is my favorite part of this show is having these artists on. A lot of times I'll go out and see a band and say, I'd like to have you on your show, that sort of thing. I just kind of stumbled upon you guys to listen to you a little bit on the Facebook page, and that led me to a couple different things, and I said they would be cool, and we kind of threw this together at the last minute. I love when these shows come together, so this is great. I really appreciate you guys making the effort on a busy day.
We appreciate you
Thank
having
for
us.
having
Yeah.
us.
Good, good.
It's great.
Yeah, I know it's a lot after you've driven 2.5 hours and have another show tonight, but we really do appreciate that. Again, my name is Drew Moholland. This is Afternoon Drive with the Riverside Brothers. You guys got another one in your back pocket here you want to do?
What we got?
I like this. Some people write up a set list and come in here. Others just do what you guys are doing. What are you feeling?
I don't know. Matthews Blues, or is that too long?
Do something more up.
Oh,
Yeah.
How much time
That's
do we
me.
have before the gig?
You got let's see, we got 3:38 right now. So
Want to just do want to do one of the old
one of the old ones.
Old Man River or something like that?
Old Man River is good.
This is one of the ones I was talking about from the 90s.
This is a 90s tune.
95 to be exact.
1995. All right. You guys don't have teleprompters or anything. Sorry, you were counting it off. My bad.
That's all right. 1, 2, 3.
Sometimes water, endless curiosity, sunshine, southbound, sell my soul to the deep blue sea. Old Man River, take me down. Old Man River, take me down. Old Man River, take me down. God knows he'll take care of me. My mind wanders, restless thoughts of who to be. Sometime, somewhere, yeah, the rest of us will learn to be. Old Man River, take me down. Old Man
All right, the Riverside Brothers on Joppa Afternoon Drive. Fantastic. From 1995, you say, boys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So is that a fan favorite right there?
Sure.
Sure. Fantastic answer. Again, we got Seth Fleischman, Ed Moran in the back, Stan Perzanowski on guitar. You guys picking away there. Good stuff. That was a blast. Very good. Guys, pleasure as always having good music on here. We appreciate it. We try to do a lot for the local musicians. You guys don't really fall into the local thing out there in Western Mass, but great to have you visiting Newburyport, and let's make a deal. Next time you come this way, you got to come on again. Does that work?
Absolutely,
Sure,
man.
Absolutely. We'll do it. We'll do it not at the last minute last time. This worked out great, Seth. I appreciate the hustle. I know I was talking with you, but Ed, Stan, thank you guys all for hustling
Thanks
over.
for having us.
Thank
We
you,
appreciate
man.
it very much. Twitter, Facebook, anything else you guys want to add for people
Twitter.
finding you?
You can find us on Twitter, right?
I think so.
Instagram, I
Yeah,
think
there is
too.
an Instagram.
Oh, man, I
There's
see.
definitely a Twitter.
It's like the one thing I'm not using is Instagram, and all these kids are yelling at me for not being on the Instagram.
Or you could come see us live tonight.
That's the play, 5 o'clock. For those of you, by the way, for those of you watching on reruns, don't show up Friday or Saturday. This is Thursday night, 5 o'clock. These guys are over at the Port Brewery. Go be good to them. I have a feeling it's going to be one fun show over there. We'll take one quick break. We'll bring in Tyler and end the show here. But guys, enjoy the show tonight. Hopefully Newburyport's good to you. We'll see you again. We wish you all the best, all right?
Thank you.
All right,
Thanks a
man.
lot.
Take
All
care,
right.
man.
You guys want to play us to the commercial, or you got a jam or something you want to do? That was some good pick in there. Thank you, boys. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Afternoon Drive here on Joppa Radio. My name is Drew Moholland. Hope you all enjoyed that. Kind of took a long commercial there because I was talking with those guys. Like I said, I literally do not. That's one of those bands that I've just had on that I didn't really know beforehand. I took a chance on them from listening to them, and I saw they were in the area tonight. And long story short, they make the drive 2.5 hours from Western Mass to come on the show. So that was fantastic. That was the Riverside Brothers. Seth Fleischman, Ed Moran, and Stan Perzanowski, whose name I thought was going to be tough, but I think I did okay with it. Thank you, guys. The Riverside Brothers were fantastic. Tyler, you listening out there? Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, I heard.
Pretty loud. It's probably tough to get away, huh?
It's I don't know the name of the second song, whatever the second song was. It was
I'm
very
playing
good.
the second one. I think that was the one that was not on this album. Yeah, that was good too, though. They were all good.
That was the one that really jumped out to me.
Yeah. All right, we'll go listen to all those back. Tyler gets the privilege of going through the show after the fact.
I think Lily's actually going to be doing
Oh, Lily's on it. Very good. So you guys, this is who fixes our mistakes, right?
No, we leave those.
Yeah. Well, thank you. They take care of me. He's just kidding. What's up for the weekend? Thursday already? Can you believe it?
I know, right?
Did you make it through the storm? Obviously you did. You look well, but did you do okay?
Shoveled out.
Nervous yawn. There it is. I've been
No, I'm
waiting for
actually
that.
tired.
You're actually tired today.
I'm really tired. Yeah. So we shoveled out, my house, and then we did the neighbor's house, and the neighbor's.
Are you hurt? You
driveway.
grabbed your wrist. Are you hurt?
Subconsciously.
Subconsciously. Don't want any shoveling injuries. Those can happen. Do you enjoy the winter? I forget your answer to this.
I love when I was a kid. I used to really love the winter.
Yeah.
And as I've gotten older, I love the idea of winter.
Yep.
But when it gets here, I'm not the fondest.
Right.
I got
understand it.
unrelated. I got a new bass the other day.
Oh, very nice.
Very excited about it.
Cool. What kind?
It's a Fender Music Master bass from
Okay.
1975,
Whoa.
76. So it's like a student model, but
Where'd you find that?
Craigslist.
Craigslist. You do a lot of shopping on Craigslist.
I do a lot
huh?
of shopping on Craigslist.
Yeah.
Not selling, just shopping.
Just selling. Yeah, you're only a buyer.
Only a buyer on Craigslist.
That makes you broke someday, right?
All days.
All days.
But I gave my cousin a bass because he on Thanksgiving because he had an interest for music for playing
Yeah.
bass. So I was like, here, take this. And then I realized, oh boy, I need one.
How? What's the? I don't. I can play a poor man's guitar, as I always say. But what's the biggest difference between playing a bass and playing the guitar?
2 strings.
Do you find one? Do you find one easier, more natural, or?
Yeah, guitar.
Yeah,
'Cause
guitar is
it's-
more natural.
It's more noise.
More noise. Yeah.
And bass is more. I mean, you can play melodies and obviously like that on bass, but it's rhythmic too.
Who's the bass player in your band?
My friend Brian.
Is Brian a reliable bass player?
Yeah, in his playing, he is definitely.
Yeah.
But he didn't show up to a session
Oh,
recently.
that makes him unreliable.
Well, he had to work, but he told us he could come and he didn't. So he, unfortunately for him, he left his bass with us. So that meant
You had to learn?
I played on the track.
Do you know how to fumble? Like, are you a bass player, or do you just kind of fumble
No,
around?
I'm going back here. I mean, a bass has 4 strings. A guitar usually has 6. They can have different configurations, but a bass is tuned to E A D G usually, and a guitar unit is E A D G B E. So it's the same 4 strings. So if you know how to play guitar, you can get along playing bass.
So you
bass
got
players,
along on the record.
Yeah, I think it actually sounds really good.
Wow.
I'm a little full of myself, but it does sound good.
And actually, it does sound good. So now I'm completely full of myself.
Yeah, so I'm not a bass player, but I muddle around. And the reason I like this bass I just got is it's a short scale.
Yep.
So the standard length from the nut to the bridge is 34 inches on a normal size bass. And on this one, it's 30 inches.
Cool.
So it's much more comfortable.
Excellent. Well, I'm happy for you.
Yeah, me too.
I can tell when you're actually excited about something. You're actually excited about
I'm actually pumped about it.
I'm going to the Bruins game tonight.
Oh, are you driving?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why? Bad traffic?
Yeah.
Is it that way? Really? Shouldn't be that bad that way.
It's always busy going to Boston nowadays, though.
Nah, it's fine.
Okay. All right.
That was the kiss of death, wasn't it? You know something I don't. What is there, a crash or something? What's going on?
No,
Tell me.
I mean, well, whenever I take the train in and it's...
We're going to end up taking the train now.
I love the train.
I don't like the train. Used to get sick
What's
on the
your
train.
beef with the train? Oh, sick.
I don't know. I don't really, I guess, in adult life. I do remember, though, like, especially when it used to go back. You know when you're in the backward seats looking the wrong way?
Some people,
I
can't do it.
never used to like that.
No, I used to love that as a kid, and now I try to go for the forward seats, but it's okay.
More of a driver. I like being behind the wheel. But you're right. I hate traffic. I'm going to look at that now. I'm going to see if you know something I don't.
It's in my gut, you know.
Yes, I hear you. Well, yeah, there'll be a good game tonight. Blackhawks tonight for the Bruins. That'll be fun.
Okay.
Any weekend plans for you? Anything good?
Yeah, I'm gonna go see those. I forget the name of the museum. It's the Harvard Museum that has the glass flowers.
Oh yeah. What is that? Lily, you got it?
Natural history. I don't know. It's not the
Museum
fog.
of Natural History.
Maybe, but that's New York. You know what I'm talking about. It's the Harvard Museum that has the glass flowers.
I
They
get it.
also, back in the day, the 2 people, the father and son that made those, were also commissioned to make fruit in different states of decay.
How lovely.
And they haven't been on. How lovely. Decaying glass fruit. They haven't been on display in 20 years, so they're putting them out, so I'm going to go see those.
Cool. All right. Well, you have a good weekend, my man.
You
We had
too.
good New York talk, actually, with the Riverside Brothers there. You played in the subways a little bit.
Oh,
They had a lot of fun.
I've never done that.
You should. I think you'd be good at that.
I'm still looking out for Antenna Man. He's been the most memorable subway performance. We'll talk about him another time.
We'll do it another time. All right, very good. Tyler Neufeld, Lily Doucette, Sarah Hayden made an appearance. She wasn't here when I got here, and she is here when I leave. Probably just wanted to say hello to me. Thank you all. Great work as always. Big thanks to the Riverside Brothers once again. Seth Fleischman, Ed Moran, and Stan Perzanowski. You guys were fantastic. A lot of fun. Hopefully Newburyport is good to you. Hopefully you come back many times, and hopefully you come back many times in the show. We are Afternoon Drive. Don't forget to follow the show at Joppa Afternoons on Twitter, at Joppa Afternoons. NCMHub.org is the lovely website that you guys do such a good job with. Thank you all very much. We'll see you next week. Have a good weekend, everybody. My name is Drew Moholland, and this has been Afternoon Drive on Joppa Radio.